Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A number of good news here. First one, Trump says he is revoking Biden's security clearance. Great news. Why? I don't think Biden knows where he's at. So for medical purposes, I will revoke that. Besides the fact that I think that he's not really working for America like Donald Trump works with Bibi. All right, that's the first good news. The second one is Trump says that he will probably meet Zelensky next week and talk to Putin. But from probably, that disappears because Zelensky says he will meet Trump next week. I wonder where this beautiful meeting will occur. And then, great news, obviously, Trump will speak with Putin over the phone. As I always say, communication is better than no communication. Now, another topic related to this, or while I was reading one of these articles related to Trump saying that he will probably meet Zelensky and speak with Putin over the phone. Now, unpredictability, like Trump, he brags about it, he's unpredictable, goes as far as it reaches a certain boundary line beyond which you become a baboon, a buffoon, a clown. And I think Trump passed that, and I will show you why. You can show up at a negotiation table and say, okay, I'm going to do this, play tough, play nice, depends how the wind blows. But don't play dumb like I think he's going to play here. And I'm going to show you what argument Trump is going to use, probably to think that he's going to negotiate with Putin from a higher stand, higher ground. That is baboonish. And the last piece of fantastic information, Trump wants to reconnect with his old flame, Mr. Kim Jong of North Korea, the woodchuck. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think they did a great job at the beginning, but you had this guy called Biden, and not Biden, but guys behind him who did what they did to us. Now it's Trump's turn to do to us what Bibi wants. All right, let's start with the first article coming from BBC. Trump says he is revoking Biden's security clearance. This is on February 7th, 2025. Now that guy is not there. I mean, please. However, you don't have to be an expert. Let's see what he says. US President Donald Trump has said he is revoking Joe Biden's security clearance and access to daily intelligence briefings after his predecessor did the same to him 4 years ago. Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot maybe. Oh, so Biden did it first. Oh, okay, all right. And I'm quoting, there is no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information, Trump wrote in a post on his Truth Social platform. Joe, you are fired, end quote, the Republican added in a reference to his catchphrase on the reality blah blah blah. Well, I don't think I would allow this guy to have that clearance anyway, because his mental state as a, how do you call it, normal person. You just have to look at Biden. Just empirically assess his behavior, statements, diving like a goalkeeper every other week, 3 times. All right. So what do we have? Let's go to this one next, where we find out that Trump, he tries to be unpredictable. Ukrainska pravda. Trump will probably, quote unquote, meet with Zelenskyy, double Y, and talk with Putin. Excellent news, excellent news. All right, this is the guy. US President Donald Trump has stated that he may meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as soon as next week. Trump may also have a talk with the Kremlin ruler, Vladimir Putin. Well, the Kremlin ruler is elected. Vladimir Zelensky lost the train on that one. So Trump during a meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba at the White House, as reported by European Pravda. And this is what he said. I'm quoting. I will probably be meeting with President Zelensky next week, and I will probably be talking with President Putin. Excellent. And this is where I think Trump goes baboonish. And I'm quoting, you have 800,000 or 900,000 Russian soldiers who are dead and very badly wounded. At the same time, with Ukraine, you have probably 700,000 killed and wounded with Ukraine. Now, what do you think? This is what he's trying to do. I think, one, for the public opinion, whatever that is, hey guys, it's carnage over there, we should stop that, which I agree. The other one, this is the problem, I think. When Trump is going to talk to Putin, he's going to say, man, you're losing. You're losing. You lost between 800,000 and 900,000 people dead and wounded. You're losing, man. You're destroying your country. Your economy is dead. Your ruble is in rubble. What are you going to do, man? And on the territory, on the ground, you lose in Kursk and everywhere else, man. So, if you want, I can help you, but these are the terms of my negotiations that I will impose on you. And Putin will be like, what are you talking about? Why? Because everything I said is not provable. Do you exactly know that amount of Russians were wounded and killed? No, he makes up shit to give the illusion that he is actually having the higher ground. First United States of America and NATO did not destroy Russia for 3 years. So the higher ground already goes to the evil Putin. That's the first one. The other one is like Putin would say, what are you talking about? There were 50 million, I was just go baboonish. There are 50 million Americans dead in Ukraine right now. 50 million, man. All your troops are destroyed for 5 generations. You used 5 generations to fight Russia in Ukraine with 50 million and they're all dead and wounded. What are you talking about? You're losing, man. You launched missiles on Russia, on Moscow, and destroyed all of them, man. All of them. What do you think Trump would say? You're a lunatic, man. You're crazy. Well, the same Putin should say to this guy. So you can't just make up facts in order to build your strength, your position of strength. This is what Trump, the unpredictable guy, I think does here. He's just gonna come with claims. It's like someone comes and discusses with you and makes up shit, thinking that actually, you know what, he is in a stronger position to negotiate, not you. All right, so I think I made my point with that one. But remember, the title of this, or the headline of this article from Ukrainska Pravda was probably. All right, let's go to the next one. This comes from Russia Today, from the Russians, on the 7th of February. Trump says he will probably meet Zelensky. The US president has also expressed hope he will hold talks with Vladimir Putin in the coming days. All right, remember, it's probably. Next one. Ukrinform, this is from the Ukrainians. Zelensky confirms talks with Trump team next week. President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that talks with US President Donald Trump's team are scheduled for next week. Remember, talks doesn't mean that they are face-to-face. Could be over, telephone and so on. They don't say it yet, but he confirmed. The coming weeks can be very busy in diplomacy, and we will do everything necessary to make this time effective and productive. We always appreciate the cooperation with President Trump, he said. But from there we get to this one. Zelensky, with double Y, to meet with Trump next week. So from probably, he will meet. So this is February 7th. This is what? It is at 1:22 p.m. So 1 hour and 22 minutes past noon. This one, when was this done? Let's see. Where are you? This is 23:31. So this is at 11:31 p.m. So this comes after this. But this is already to meet with. All right. Good. I hope you meet. Where exactly? And it is what Trump said. I will probably be meeting with President Zelensky. The meeting may take place in Washington, the US president suggested. He also mentioned his intention to discuss Ukraine's rare earth minerals with Zelensky in exchange for US support. It is protection fee. Like in the neighborhood, like the thugs. That's why I called the American government, or the American guys in charge of us, supposedly, Al Capone. They act like such, so I'm going to call them Al Capone. But Al Capone had more flair. He dressed nicely, he smoked that cigar and all that. He was a funny little bear over there. But these guys, no. But I like when thugs really say, you know what, back off, I'm a thug and I'm going to act accordingly. Unlike before, no, I'm a nice guy, and they act like thugs. I don't like that at all. I mean, say who you are, man. Like, for instance, I see comments in my comments section, and I have people who say things. It's fine. I always appreciate comments, whatever they are, as long as they are intellectually challenging. not challenged, challenging. And I see people who hide behind a cherry tree or, I don't know, circle, blue, or teddy bear. Look over here. You know who I am? That's my name over there. This is my face. Right? This is my office. You want to meet? We can meet. But you, on the other hand, hide behind cherry tree, baboon, whatever, doll, and so on. And you tell me I'm an expert in history. Who the hell are you? What are your credentials? I can say I'm an expert in, I don't know, in whatever I want. Never move to the next one. So I hope that these guys meet. And I hope that things will get better, which I don't think now that actually Trump will get off of Ukraine. He's not going to let off. Not because he's having behind him the Pentagon and all these guys that are making a profit as the war continues. But I think he's got his own interest and he wants to play the tough guy. And playing tough guy, again, it's a limit beyond which you are destroying yourself as well. Why I know that direct experience. When you play too tough and then you get injured and you like become a baboon in the group. So let's go to the last topic, which comes from Russia Today. And it's another excellent piece of news. Again, from the 7th of February 2025. Trump wants to reconnect with North Korean Kim. I think that was a fantastic meeting and I think it was excellent. Talk to these guys, and treat them with respect. That's all these guys want. Treat me with respect, man, and we're going to talk. And I guarantee you that would work better than we're going to you up. In this case, why? The guys already have nuclear weapons. Diplomacy with Pyongyang is key to stability, according to US President. On the other hand, this guy right here wants to derail this guy and Putin's love affair that has been going on for some time already. Remember, Kim Jong-un and Putin, they signed strategic defensive treaty and so on, which goes like this. If I am attacked by anybody, you are under the obligation to intervene militarily to support me. That is mutual. That means both sides. So if Russia is attacked, North Korea will help them. If North Korea is attacked, Russia will intervene. Something like this doesn't exist between, let's say, United States of America and Ukraine, or Great Britain and Ukraine, or France and Ukraine. Okay, but why? Because that's one of the reasons why the Second World War started. When Great Britain had such a thing with Poland, when France had such a thing with Poland, and when the Wehrmacht rolled into Poland in September 1st, 1939, after the ultimatum, then those guys declared war. And that's how the Second World War started. Not when one country attacked another one. There's two countries, and that's not a world war. When you have more countries getting in. Who were those countries? Great Britain and France. But they didn't declare war on Soviet Union, curiously. All right, so let's see what President said about Mr. Kim Jong-un, the woodchuck. Speaking at a press conference on Friday, Trump told reporters, "We will have relations with North Korea and with Kim Jong." Excellent. Trump reflected on his previous interactions with Kim, stating, "I got along with him very well. As you know, I think I stopped the war." Okay, this is a veiled threat. Again, unpredictable. And this guy's going to say, if they're baboons, "What do you mean you stopped the war? Did you want to attack us? Oh my God. Thank you very much, Trump." What war? You're not going to start any shit over there. They have nuclear weapons. He suggested that his 2016 election victory helped prevent conflict, adding, "I think if I wouldn't have won the particular election, you would have ended up in a very bad situation, but I did, and we had a good relationship." Oh, now he says that he actually stopped it. But anyway, whatever it is, Trump says a lot of things, and the Russians already know it. There was an article coming from, I think, Russia Today or Sputnik, where they had... who was that? I think it was Sergei Lavrov or Maria Zakharova, but I think Sergei Lavrov was the foreign minister of the Russian Federation. He said, "We're waiting. Or Peskov, the spokesman of the Kremlin, the president's office, and he said, we don't know yet what's going on over there. That's a lot of statements these guys make. We ignore them." He didn't say ignore them. "We don't do anything regarding those statements. We wait for actions." So that means this guy's trying to negotiate like a fucking, Manhattan baboon with, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to buy on top, that kind of mercantile bazaar style. The Russians are not bazaar style. So the Russians are what? I will tell you a little story with me. Anyway, I probably we'll see. We'll see how much longer I have here. I mean, I have the whole day, but anyway. So they're not used to that. They want to, like for instance, I'm going to give you the direct example. Whenever I had a negotiation to buy something, a car or a house or something, and I had to get into negotiations, these guys like to have you talk. I don't talk. I mean, but in these circumstances, I don't talk. I just say this. Saying is talking, but anyway, and say I want this, I disagree with it, and they go, tell me more, why? Because they want to get you in something. Well, I don't like the windows. What's wrong with the windows? The windows are new. You immediately say I don't like the windows, or the car. Talk about the car. Tell me what don't you like about the car, and everything that you will not like about the car, he's gonna try to make you like the car. So it's useless to go there. I know who I am. I don't like it. Fuck off. I offer you this. And that's the end of it. They don't like that whatsoever. They want to, tell me about it. What do you like about that? They know that's better than that. That's better than, they try to make you like it. The same here. These guys are talking a lot, Trump and others, giving all kind of statements like may, could, possibly. Why? Because in the future, they could say, well, I didn't say that. I said maybe, could, may, possibly. This is how they do it. And then they expect the other side to look of those possible, like, oh, I prevented the war. Oh, so they were about to attack us? This kind of shit. The Russians don't fall for that, and I don't know about the North Koreans. But the Russians like, put your shit on the table, and then we talk about it. Until then, I don't want to hear you. And then they don't like this. This kind of mercantile way of negotiation, the baboonish kind. The Russians are not for it. It seems like to me they're from the old school. They're not like the baboons right now. Yeah, let's talk. Talking has its time and limit. I think the Russians are saying actions speak louder than words. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.